Hello.
Hey, Coach, I'm so sorry. Is there a script? I don't have anything
It's
open.
in
I'm
Slack.
just here. It's in the Slack. That's perfect.
Text it
Nope.
to you? Okay.
Nope. That's exactly where I want it. And now I have it exactly where I want it. So maybe I'll move it over here so that when I look at
this
it.
is the cold open. Malika, keep it.
Keep it
all. It's all solid gold. Oh, it's me.
Uh-huh.
Hello and welcome to another Material Concerns episode of Material Girls. I'm Marcelle Cosman.
I'm Hannah McGregor.
And I'm Coach.
Hi, Coach.
And let's just do a quick check-in. And reminder, our job is to entertain the people and keep the vibes high for the people. The people need us.
My check-in is that in classic Hannah McGregor fashion, I had a cold for a week. The cold cleared up, and now I have a post-viral cough. This is what my body loves to do.
That's so you.
I know it's so me, right? It's actually very chic, very now, very modern, very phlegmy.
Of the moment.
It's totally fine, except that I have coughed until I threw up twice this week. So that has not been like my fave experience of having a body. That has not felt hot or chic or now. But listen, it is what it is. Sometimes your body rebels and tries to kill you. And all you can do is say, fuck you, fight me. To your own body, you know?
Yeah.
Your body's trying to get the crap out.
I know, but there's nothing in there anymore.
It's done.
It's done. Like, we're done. Like, we're fine. So actually, it just needs to calm down. I've been doing a lot of steaming myself under a towel. That's supposed to have cured me. So
I have to say, I love like when I'm watching a sitcom that I love and know very well. Let's use the example of Friends because whatever.
Every time I'm sick, I think about the Vicks Vapor Rub episode. Every time.
Oh, yeah, that's a yeah. What does Monica say to her? She's like, oh, yeah. She's like trying to hit on him. And he's like, this is disgusting. And she wins. But I always think about how fun I found it as a kid to be like, oh, I can tell that actor had a cold.
Oh.
It's not in the script, but I can tell.
I can hear it.
That Lisa Kudrow is sick in this one.
Oh.
And so I wonder if you hadn't mentioned that you were sick, if we'd have listeners and fans who are like, Hannah's not mentioning it, but like I can totally tell they're sick. I can tell because I know their voice so well. You know
I bet. I mean, I'm sure people would be able to hear it either way. I can hear it, certainly.
I can hear it when you know someone's voice so well.
Yeah. When you've spent too many hours listening to it.
Yeah. Coach's turn.
I'm doing well. I can't remember what my dad said recently. He said like gray cloud aside. Something like the political gray cloud aside.
My dad's line is no minor complaints.
That's so funny because my dad always said, he goes, no major complaints, 1,000 little problems. So he always does the inverse. But I guess like macro, things are bad.
So bad.
We know this to be true. Mm-hmm. In terms of like my corner of the universe, I'm just really grateful. I got to see my niece this last weekend. Yeah. Got to go to a friend's wedding, which was beautiful and funny because they're funny people. And I love funny, heartfelt vows. Nothing better than that. And I wish it weren't true. I am finding comfort that everybody's not doing well. That actually makes me feel better, even though I wish for everyone to, have work that fulfills them, financial security, health, all of that stuff. But I am finding it a little bit like, okay.
Like, well,
they said it was going to get worse before it got better. It is. It's getting worse. And it's getting worse for everyone I love. And I wish that wasn't true. But given that it is, I'm going to find some like solidarity and comfort.
Yeah.
And like, it's not a personal failure. We're going to have to make it through together. I'm just feeling that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's real.
That's my little check-in, I guess.
Wonderful.
Yeah. A friend of mine posted recently on Instagram like a bunch of pictures of like their friends like getting married or like having babies or like, and the caption was something about like just the joy of celebrating big life moments with your friends. And I was like, man, there is no joy like the joy of seeing somebody you love happy. Like there's nothing like it. And it's like, okay, the flip side of that is that when people you love are suffering, you also suffer with them.
Yeah.
And that sucks and it hurts. And it's also like where the biggest sources of joy come from is just like having an open heart and loving people deeply. And that's just what it is to live a rich life, unfortunately.
Okay, I guess my life is really rich right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually really rich.
You're actually really wealthy in
depth.
Experience.
Yeah.
Marcel, what about you? Too many jobs?
Too many jobs, too many jobs.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still campaigning. The election day is October 20th, which is rapidly approaching. So the end is in sight.
Yeah. You've done such great work, Marcel.
It's really nice of you to say. And I know I've talked before about how like heartening it feels to be in cahoots with a group of other progressive people who I had never met before and who everybody is just like genuinely takes seriously the importance of public education and like really believes that this is a foundation of our society and that this is like something worth fighting for. And like that is so motivating and so heartening all the time. We're all so tired. Have I talked about my 2 classes with you guys?
No.
I just have 2 really terrific groups of students.
Oh, that's so helpful.
That's awesome. Makes me so happy.
I know. They're so present and so interested, and possibly partly because I'm coming in with this like really frantic energy of like, what are we doing today? Oh, this, okay. Let's figure it out together, people.
Keeping them on their toes.
I'm keeping them on their toes because I was like this at the start of the semester. And I was like, listen, you've got 2 weeks to drop this class if this isn't going to work for you. And so the students who are in the class are very much like, this is the energy that we're here for.
I also feel like I came in kind of hot this semester with a kind of like, I'm teaching my publishing and social change course. And I think I came in with an energy like, what's up, bitches? We're building skills for the revolution. If you're not on board, then get out. Like was kind of the energy.
That's hot.
So a lot of them got out.
Yeah.
And the course that I, being director, set the capacity for 60 students, which would have been a lot of students for me to be teaching on my own, but we've got an enrollment problem. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. But in fact, in my class, I have 25 students. And that rules.
I've never been more jealous of you in my entire life.
It doesn't rule as director. It's actually financially devastating for us. But as teacher, having 25 like keen, cool, engaged students who like legit care about the subject matter and are like, wow, I love learning about zines. I'm really excited for thinking about how independent analog publishing might be a way to evade government monitoring of radical groups. And I'm like, I love you guys so much.
That's so cool.
Guys, that's amazing.
Yeah, it rules.
Oh my goodness.
I decided to make a zine.
Yeah.
So I need to talk to you, Hannah. I need to interview you.
Ooh.
If you have time.
I will talk to you about zines anytime.
Cool. It's something I'm working on with this residency thing that I think I maybe mentioned that I got. Yeah. It's about authoritarianism and improv comedy.
Okay. Obsessed with that.
And I'm really excited about it. I'm blushing because I'm so excited about it.
Obsessed with that.
Oh, God.
That's so good. There's a really good joke about authoritarianism and improv comedy in Caleb Heron's new stand-up special.
I just watched it, but I don't remember the joke.
He jokes about how like a bunch of his queer friends are taking like gun classes, like they're going to a shooting range. Yeah. And he's like, imagine if it was the opposite and like right-wing people when like they saw that liberals were about to get in power were like, I don't know, man. I think I might just need to take an intro to improv class.
Yeah, so funny. I loved his special. I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's our freaking check-in.
Checked. Check.
Check. So that's segment 1. Okay. I want to continue with Oops All Oops. We don't all have to have one. If you haven't made an error this week, good for you.
No, I've got one. I'm ready. I'm already ready.
And just a reminder, the stakes are relatively low, which is what makes it an oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, at the end of it, because Marcel, you go first, we'll go, hey, oops all oops.
Oops,
no
all
big
oops.
deal.
Oops. No big deal.
Oops, all oops.
Get us started, Marcel.
This is more of a miracle than an oops, if you will.
I'm still going to say oops at the end of it. So
and
get ready.
as you should, because oops, I've been doing a lot of door knocking, right? So literally going to a neighborhood, knocking door to door, talking to people, etc. I went out yesterday afternoon with another person, and I didn't choose the location, and I didn't adequately communicate with Trevor about like whether or not I would need the car, and he needed the car yesterday.
Okay.
So I was sort of like frantically running out of the house. When I door knock, I have a bunch of postcards with my info on them
beautiful postcards.
I hand to people. Thank you. Trevor did design those.
Oh, beautiful.
And so I just had this stack with me. And as we were canvassing, going door to door, and the stack was getting smaller and smaller, I started to feel a little panic in my chest because I had meant to grab another stack from the car, but because I didn't take the car to the location, I just didn't. And so I was really starting to worry that I wasn't going to have enough postcards. And we were on the last stretch, and I looked at the person I was knocking with and said, "How many houses do we have left?" And she said 2. And I had exactly 2 postcards left.
It's a miracle.
It was a miracle. It was a literal miracle. I had exactly
the right number. Marcel, this is the opposite of an oops.
But it was an oops.
Yeah.
But
when one oops happens, a miracle opens.
When God does an oops, he miracles a window.
I love it. It was an opportunity.
Yeah.
Oops opportunity.
An oops opportunity. Yeah. So that's my oops. Sometimes a miracle happens.
I couldn't be more delighted with oops opportunity. I'm like, oops opportunity.
Today is going to be an amazing day. I made a pun. It's the beginning of a musical. I just keep starting musicals numbers, don't I?
Can't help it. It's in your DNA.
It is in my DNA. It's so in my DNA. It's so
Yeah. You're hardwired.
That's great. To sing.
So that was my oops. It was my thank fucking God.
Thank fucking God. Well, oops all oops.
Oops all oops. Hey, it happens. Oops all oops.
Who's gonna go next?
I got one.
Hell yeah.
For sure. So the aforementioned course that I am teaching, I am giving as a hybrid course. So what that means is that the lecture component is online, and in person, we're just doing tutorials. So essentially, I give them like 3 or 4 like podcast episodes to listen to, occasionally an article or a short YouTube video, but primarily just podcast episodes at this point. And I record like a 15 or 20 minute video that sort of introduces and frames that week's listening or reading for them, and sort of says like what I want them to be paying attention to and any sort of big theoretical concepts I want them to be, focusing on. And then in person, we primarily make crafts in tutorial.
I love it.
It's a great class.
That's great.
And so class is on Thursdays. And so generally what I've been doing is recording the lecture video on Fridays to give them the maximum amount of time to watch it before the following class. Because there's like a component where they have to talk in a discussion group about the content for the week. So I want to give them lead time.
Mm-hmm.
However, because I was so sick last week, I did not record my lecture. And so on Monday, I was like, okay, it's got to happen today. Like, this is sort of as late as I can possibly leave it. I mostly have my voice back, so let's do it. So I put myself in real clothes for the first time in a week and put some makeup on my still kind of clammy face and sat down and recorded the video on Riverside. Then I had a massage. And so I was like, okay, I'll record the video. I'll go do my massage. I'll come home.
Oh, no, you posted the massage instead of your lecture.
And edited it. Yeah, I posted the massage by accident.
Oh, shit. What'd you do? Did you post the massage, Hannah?
No. So I get back from the massage all like, feeling all relaxed. Like, it'll take me like 25 minutes to edit this video and I'll be ready to go. And I go and pull up the video and the automated transcript just says the word you over and over again. it's just like you ... you ... you ... and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? So I watched the video and realized that I neglected to press the 48-volt button on my Scarlett interface, meaning that I recorded that entire video with no sound. It is a 22-minute video of me talking with no sound.
It's really sad.
So it was fine. I re-recorded the lecture.
Yeah.
The new version was probably better, frankly, because like it was a second go of like working through the ideas, and like I still got it posted that night.
Yeah.
It was all fine. But truly, when I like pressed play on that video and saw just like silent and then like thought back and was like, oh, I know what I did. Oops.
Oops. Oops all oops.
Oops.
Oops all oops.
Oops all oops. Brutal, Hannah.
Sometimes you forget to press the 48-volt button. Guys, you're
mine still records without pressing it.
It might depend on the mic you have.
Yeah.
But Shure SM7B requires phantom power.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have the 48-volt pressed, it doesn't noise.
Phantom Power is a great album.
Phantom Power is the name of a very, very good podcast about sound made by a sound studies scholar. If anybody's a huge sound nerd, listen to Phantom Power.
It's also my superpower.
Being a phantom?
I can call upon the ghosts.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, my superpower is that I can like wear a half face mask and write bad opera.
Yeah, bad opera. Andrew Lloyd Webber, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry, Zoe, I know you love him.
No, it's a perfect musical. And
all right. All right.
Listen, my taste in musicals, oops.
Big oops.
Coach, what about you?
I have been on a budget, as everyone is very well aware at this point. I'm fine. But because of that, I was going to LaGuardia on Friday to fly home to Chicago for family visit and this wedding and everything. And I was like, I just cannot afford to take a $50 to $80 car ride. But my flight was at like 7 in the morning. So I woke up at 4:45.
Yeah.
And then overslept until 5:15.
Uh-oh.
And then was like, I think I have to bike. So I biked in the dark. It's an hour-long bike ride. And it's like not all bike lane protected. So like a lot of it is like the first third is like pretty regular. And then you're kind of just like on the side of a highway. I mean, it's not quite a highway, but like a major thoroughfare. And then there are like potholes and you're going through like the ugliest, most like industrial parts of Queens. And then I was like, actually, I'm passing by where the train picks me up. After like 40 minutes of biking, I got on the train and then took a bus to get there. And I walked.
You biked to the train to the bus.
Correct.
To walk.
And then got through security and then basically walked onto my flight. Like it was like, it was taking off at like 7:30. And I think at 7:12, I was like,
That was your 2 postcard day.
Yes, literally. And it was just so silly because it was like, it still was like $17. And I know that's a lot less than $60. I do know that. But in my brain, I'm a little bit like, but was it worth it?
I spent so much of my adulthood being broke because that is what being in academia is like. I think a lot of other people in academia have like family money or a partner who has a well-paying job. But I was just like a super fucking broke adult until I was like 33.
Yeah.
And so was so used to like, you don't take a cab from the airport. That's rich people shit.
Yeah, totally.
So it was the first time I remember being like, oh, wait, I can just take a fucking Uber, was in 2023 when we went to camp.
Oh, no way.
I like flew into New York and was like, okay, how do I get from here to my Airbnb? And I was like, whoa. I have a job. I can
just take a car.
I can just take a car.
Yeah. And I'm reverse engineering that or I'm like experiencing it in the reverse where I got way too comfortable taking cars because I was like, New York's so kooky. I'll let myself have this. And after 2 years of being here, I'm like, actually, honey, I had to have a heart-to-heart with me.
Getting a bit pricey, but it's hard when you know how much easier it is.
Yeah, you can't unknow that.
God fucking damn it. Biking is bonkers.
It is a little bonkers. I've done it twice now. And it's like both times I've been like, it's not really worth it. But it did get me there on time. Like I wouldn't have made it. So it was like the only other than taking a car. So that's my oops all oops.
Oops all oops.
Oops.
You overslept.
I overslept till 5:15.
Man.
Okay, well that concludes Oops All Oops. And now I'm introducing a new segment.
Ooh. A new one.
Ooh, drum roll, please. Patreon party. I read all of our comments, and they're always lovely, or 9 out of 10 times lovely, 1 out of 10 times a question I have to respond to. But yeah,
a question
we love
get to respond
I get to respond. It's an opportunity, and they're always lovely, and I always want to share them, and I sometimes will in our Slack. We have a Slack channel called Fan Love.
Mm-hmm.
That's private to our team, but I'll share, kind words, things like that. But I was thinking, because we had that really lovely, funny comment from Calliope about a thing that they believed as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like they believed that walking down the aisle, they'd get married. Like they were getting married.
Yeah, that when we went to a wedding, everybody there was getting married. Yeah, it rules.
And so we got a lot of fun comments. And so these aren't just like, flattery, even though I love that. We love that. But I thought it'd be fun to share.
Imagine if we made an episode where we just read to you things other people had said that was nice about the podcast. That would be
let's do it.
Masturbatory.
Right. Right. And this is distinctly different from that.
What we're saying, people, is if we hit $9,000 a month on Patreon, we will read out to you every nice thing anyone has ever said about
I like that.
us.
As a reminder, I'm going to write a musical if we hit 7,000.
Yeah.
We're not that far. We're like $700 away.
Yeah. And if we hit 10,000, I drop the massage footage.
Oh my God.
If we hit 12,000, I will give you a massage.
Oh my God.
Marcel will fly to where you live and give you a massage. No promises it's going to be good.
Oh, I'm quite bad at it. I'm very lazy.
It's so true. There's no way you're good at giving a massage. Some people you can tell.
Oh my God.
There's no way.
That's so vicious, but so true.
It's so funny.
True. I'm not a giver. Wow.
And this pillow princess is giving you a good massage? Not a fucking chance.
No way.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So this was from our Maria, Sophia, and Kia Part 1 Material Concerns episode. That's the one that we asked for it. So if you join our Patreon, you want to read more comments, because I won't read all of them. That's where you would find it. So I just want to share, we had a follow-up from Calliope that sort of gave a little bit more information. And so I thought I would share it with you all.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Right. So they say, I'm so happy you were so tickled by my anecdote. If you're interested, some additional detail. I spent most of the ceremony trying to make eye contact with the ring bearer, who I assumed to be my assigned spouse, and who turned out to be another cousin. I just wanted to smile at him so that even if we couldn't talk before the event, he would know I was a nice person and he wasn't marrying a mean bitch. He was too busy tearing up the church carpet to look at me, so I was getting pretty pissed. But for my little 4-ish-year-old brain, what was worse than a husband who wouldn't look at me was how long the preacher was taking on the first couple, the bride and groom. If he took that long on all the bridesmaids and groomsmen and us, we were going to be here forever. By the time the ceremony ended, I learned me and my cousin were not getting married. I was more relieved we could leave and eat cake than not being a child bride. It's just so sweet.
There's a tiny little 4-year-old looking at their watch being like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. The time management here is not going to work.
That's so funny.
Wow.
And then I'm just going to use initials for the next, because I didn't get consent to share these. So,
oh my God, can I read this one from A?
Yes.
Because I love, because it's about Vancouver, and so it's mine.
Yes.
A says, I thought that anywhere I was in the world, if I needed to figure out what direction north was, I could just look for the mountains. I grew up in Vancouver where there are mountains visible to the north, and a teacher told us that if we were ever lost, we could look for the mountains. Apparently, that's not applicable worldwide. Ha ha.
But then we have this like really sweet international moment from another comment, and you can read it, Hannah.
Yeah.
It's great. It's another comment.
Saying, being from India, I also think this. Mountains grow in the north.
I like want to know, like everyone in the world, like how many different places children are taught mountains in the north.
Not Saskatchewan, that's for goddamn sure.
Not Ontario either. I'll tell you, in most of Canada, it's not the case. But I remember moving to Vancouver and everybody being like, yeah, the North Shore Mountains. And me being like, how am I supposed to know which mountains those are? I don't know which direction north is.
Totally.
And then like after like a year or so here being like, yeah, north, the mountains.
Yeah.
North is where the mountains are.
We have that in Chicago, but it's the lake is east. And I just remember my dad saying that to me as a kid, being like, yeah, like wherever the lake is. And I was like, but how do I know where the lake is? Like I was so annoyed at like, I was like,
This
okay,
is
so like
question.
another problem to solve. This is too much.
Like, cool, I guess I'll find a lake.
Literally.
Like if I could find a lake, I wouldn't have a problem.
It's like, how? Like, what do you mean? Marcel, do you want to read this one from B?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
It's pretty cute.
B says, I thought that if nobody turned on the TV before I was ready to watch it, Sesame Street wouldn't start without me. Apparently, I was prescient about how YouTube would eventually work. I also thought God had a remote control or like a video game controller to control every person in the whole wide world and like a really lot of arms. And like...
And like a really lot of arms is a perfect turn of phrase.
It's so funny. I also thought, because I had Italian great-grandparents, but nobody who ever actually spoke real Italian to me ever, that the appropriate response to the Italian capisce, as in, do you understand, was capoche. But when I said it, it sounded like gabish, gaboshi, gabish, gabosh,
Gabosh.
gabish, gabosh,
Gabish gabosh.
gabish, gabosh.
So good.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Can I share another thing that I thought as a kid that I just remembered right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when listening to the radio, I thought that the bands were in the studio, like playing the music. I didn't understand about recording. And so I was like, so they're just there. We're just listening to them play right now. And my mom had to explain. I remember we were in the car and she had to figure out a way to explain what a recording was. She was like, well, they play one time and then we record it. And then that's what we're listening to.
That's so legit. The human brain's not meant to understand that.
No,
it's too confusing.
I was at a a cappella show on Saturday that was being emceed by a cappella celebrity Deke Sharon, the musical director of the Pitch Perfect movies, the father of modern a cappella. And he had like a little rant in the middle about like why people stopped singing. Like it used to be that everybody sang and like what happened that made people stop singing. And he was like, and we know what caused it. And a bunch of people across the room were like, recorded music. And I was like, whoa. Whoa, okay.
Like, yes, that fact we all know.
Yeah, for
Really?
sure.
So interesting.
But that was, I guess this is like an argument that musicians or historians of music make, that like the rise of recorded music resulted in people making less music themselves because they were used to like the idea that you would just listen to a professional.
If you want to hear music, you got to make it.
Yeah. Whereas like prior to recorded music, like if there was a popular song, you would buy the sheet music and like play it at home.
It's breaking my heart a little bit.
So what I'm saying, Marcel, is that you had it right as a kid. Recorded music fucked us right up.
Fucked us right up. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a music historian, so like I don't have a horse in this race, but I'm willing to argue it was religious trauma more than recorded music that made people stop singing.
I participated in the call and response, and my answer was capitalism.
And in a way.
And in a way.
And in a way.
Everybody's right.
Everyone's right. Well, I'm going to share two more, and then we have to move on because we got to jump over to part two. So content warning for Marcel, because I don't think you're going to like this. You know, the importance of content warnings when someone doesn't like something. Kay says, when I was a kid, I had one of those books about how bodies work, which explained that babies came from a sperm and an egg, but obviously didn't get into the mechanics. I had also heard the phrase, we slept together in movies and TV, and between those two things, but you could get pregnant just by sleeping in the same bed as a man. In my head, the sperm sort of ... traveled across the pillow like germs. Then D said, unrelated, but another comment, my older brother told me, you're the only one that poops. But I had my doubts.
That's incredible.
Such an older brother thing. Such an older brother thing.
That's so funny.
Absolutely incredible.
I saw Hannah's face. They didn't like that sperm traveling across the pillow bit either.
No, I don't know that anyone would.
No, sperm traveling across the pillow is horrible.
And then finally, C said, we had a really purry British short-haired cat. She was never not purring. So I thought that's the sound cats make when they breathe. One evening, Cammie was chilling in front of the heater and I noticed she wasn't purring. I raced and panicked to my mom. She stopped breathing.
That's so cute.
It's really cute. It's really, really cute.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And for time, we'll stop there. There's a lot of other lovely, comments and feedback and stories from our listeners. And if you want to find them, my people, the good people, you go to patreon.com/ohwitchplease. And for $5 a month or $54 a year, you can get access to all that and so much more.
For less than the cost of a car to the airport.
Right. Hey, bike to the airport.
For less than the cost of a car to LaGuardia.
Car to LaGuardia. Yes, you can support us. And it is the difference. We run on Patreon support. Right, Hannah?
100%.
Literally. We literally run on Patreon support. And for that reason, we put a lot of energy into making it worth your hard-earned dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So at that lowest tier, the $5 a month tier, you get part 2 of this here episode, what we're literally about to go and record, including something Marcel told us she wants to tell us that can only be on the paywalled episode.
That's true. That's true.
And you get ad-free episodes and episode bloopers and bonus content we record when we have guests on the show. And then there's more at every higher tier. Honestly, y'all, I support a number of podcast Patreons and ours is exemplary. It's a very good Patreon. So you should sign up.
Yeah, sign up.
I might not be a giver, but we as a team are. Once again, you can subscribe today at patreon.com/ohwitchplease. And if that's not in the budget, and
if you're biking to the airport,
we know. Leave us an Apple review or post about the show on social media because we're actively growing our audience, and the more listeners and listener reviews we have, the more sustainable the show becomes.
Honestly, y'all, this is a really good podcast and more people should listen to it. So get out there and talk people into it.
It's really true.
I just want to say I bike to the airport as I've said. I also still support 2 Patreons. So just naming that you can be both in a position where you
Coach, I think we got to talk about your budgeting later. Okay.
No, absolutely
it's not budgeting.
Never.
It's not a budgeting problem.
Thanks,
it's a late capitalism
always, to Auto Syndicate for the use of their song Shopping Mall. If you love that song, guess what? You can go to Bandcamp and pay them money for it. Speaking of supporting artists. And thank you to the whole Witch Please Productions team, Gabby Iori, Zoe Mix, Malika Gumpankum, Ruth Ormiston, and our executive producer, Hannah Rehack.
AKA Coach.
Woohoo! Coach! Thanks so much for supporting the show, folks. Come hear Marcel's secret tale over on part 2.
And
Patreon.
Budgeting tips.
And our hot budgeting tips.
Hot budgeting tips.